So this is the snake game for Homework 3 that was built on the Land Tiger board. So to start off, we just have to hit enter and then start moving the snake around. So the snake is controlled by the movement on the 4 arrow keys here. So as I click them, then the snake will start moving around. So this is the method that I use to move the snake around. The values, the value that it gets from the keyboard is used in these integer values, and then it checks to see if the opposite value, which for this is up. So if the last move was down, then the snake wouldn't be able to move up. So it makes sure that the last move that was done wasn't that, and then it will start subtracting the value, the snake's head value, x value, by this number inc, which is defined earlier inside the code. So this the mouse is always going to be in line with the snake, and as you can see through this testing, and then every second time that the snake will eat one of the mouses, the mouse that's on the screen, the amount of lives the snake has will go up by 1, and then once you reach 6, you enter this "you win" screen. So this is the code to create the mouse. As you can see, it takes the value from the ADC, and then it will modulo it by 12 for the X, since that's the wider side, and 10 for the Y, and then it'll multiply that value by 24 to make sure that it's always in line with the snake, since each square of the game is a 24 by 24 pixel square. So then this here is the code for detecting the collision of the snake and the mouse. So once the snake hits it, its length will increase by 1, and then this snake points just is essentially the amount of number of mice eaten, and then it'll play this sound once the mouse is eaten, and then it checks to see if the number of points mod 2 is equal to 0. So that means it's every second one, and then it'll up the lives by 1 and then create a new mouse. So to control the snake's movement, I use the timer 0 Urk handler, and then as you can see, there's this value called game count. And so what game count is responsible for just detecting how long the game's actually been going on. And so if I scroll up into so here, okay, so once game count here reaches the value 45, it will take this and then update the amount of lives, and then do this till basically just make sure that the snake isn't being trailed by anything longer than its actual length, and then it'll call move snake, and then restart so the game keeps ticking on and on. So now finally, there's the ways you can lose the game. So if you hit these walls, as you can see, that you'll lose some lives. And then once those lives hit 0, you lose the game, and then it'll send you to this little screen that just tells you lost.